Oh hey, it's Barry, and we all know PS5 to be one of the premier gaming consoles outselling most of the competition. However, the PS5 Pro has been rumored and leaks and specs have been revealed. I made a whole video covering that, I'll leave it up in the cards above. However, we were taking it as pure speculation and rumors at that time. However, it has been confirmed today, and I thought I'd make a quick video talking all about it. But before I do, I'd really appreciate it if you could just smash that like button, hit that subscribe bell, as I'm Barry Games and I make gaming content of all types. You really appreciate it if you could check out the channel, and as always, let's get right into it. So Digital Foundry says leaked PS5 Pro specs are real. Sony's mid-gen refresh reportedly goes big on upscaling over hardware improvements. Now we spoke about this a bit on the last video, but tech analysis group Digital Foundry says the leaked PS5 Pro specs are legitimate and offered some insight about what to expect from Sony's mid-gen console refresh. Digital Foundry's report suggests the PS5 Pro has fewer substantial hardware improvements, especially where CPU is concerned, and says the console will improve resolution while performance remains largely untouched. Because the PS5 Pro is slated to have the same CPU as the PS5 Slim running right now, the vanilla version, and I don't think many people are happy about that, considering the fact that many PS5 owners are going to have to shell out upwards of $550, $600 for a brand new console that largely has the same specs. It's just using AI upscaling. And I really want to ask the question, do AI upscaling affect you guys? Like, could you tell the difference between upscaling, checkerboarding, anything like that when it goes to video games? And can you really tell the difference between upscaled 4K and true 4K? I just really want to know. But moving on. So these are the confirmed specs coming out from Digital Foundry. We do get a little bit more bandwidth, a tiny bit more memory for people who are interested, because I know a lot of people don't care about the specs, they just want the game to run good and look good. But these are the specs that are confirmed to be real by Digital Foundry. It's a lot of tech jargon, but essentially it breaks down into three major areas. The first is the CPU, which Digital Foundry said is largely the same as the PS5. The difference is that Sony gives developer the option for a 10% clock speed boost in the PS5 Pro, which is enough to help modern games struggling to reach 30 FPS actually hit their target, but not for 60 FPS. So this kind of confirms that the improvements to the PS5 Pro will be minor at best, basically, and things get a bit more complicated with the GPU, as the PS5 Pro's GPU has more computing units. That's what a CU stands for, and Sony said it, along with the small memory increase, should result in a 45% performance improvement for most games. However, Digital Foundry said the GPU's clock speed is actually slightly slower than the standard PS5, which points to strict power limits in line with the small CPU enhancements. What that actually means for performance is kinda unclear right now, though ray tracing performance should be twice as fast or 4 times as fast, depending on the game that you're playing compared to the standard PS5. So we're gonna get a lot more ray tracing quality, I hope. Oh, iPhone please. Digital Foundry says the real difference comes from the PS5 Pro's machine learning and upscaling. Sony reportedly created its own upscaling software called PSSR, PlayStation Spectral Resolution. I spoke about that a bit on the last video. However, that fits with the GPU and can theoretically upscale a game running at 1080p to 4K in 2 milliseconds. Digital Foundry puts that on par with what AMD FSR2 software aims for, but says the PS5 Pro's quality should be higher thanks to resolution multipliers similar to Nvidia's DLSS upscaling. So basically what that all boils down to is between the higher GPU power and better upscaling software, the PS5 Pro should be able to make PS5 games with image quality issues, which is kinda a lot of them, look better. Digital Foundry also said that, well, the PS5 Pro may become more of a niche offering from that of the PS4 Pro, and they believe it to be a more sustainable future for gaming hardware because upscaling enhancements that are easier to implement don't result in higher costs for developers and consumers. So I hope the end savings actually come down to the consumers. However, that remains to be seen. I really want to know what you guys think about this new PSSR software that they're working on to upscale all the games from 1080p to 4K in 2 milliseconds, which is crazy short of a time. And I really want to know what you guys think about the specs that have been leaked. What are your thoughts on the console? Will you be getting one? Do you think it's a good purchase? I really want to know. I will read all my comments. And thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm all out of time. Please remember to smash that like button and hit that subscribe bell. I really appreciate it. And as always, have a great day.